The Aquabike World Championship returns to Liujiao, one of the most spectacular corners of China, located in Guangxi Province. Liujiao is situated on the Liu River and is renowned for its natural beauty, surrounded by limestone hills and mountains, waterfalls and streams, parks, and surrounding forests. A vibrant city with a population of nearly 4 million, Liujiao offers a fascinating contrast between old and new, with everything from centuries-old Confucian temples on the outskirts of the city to a pulsating central district where one can find traditional markets that serve a delicious array of local delicacies, as well as modern boutiques, restaurants, and a fantastic nightlife. This year's Grand Prix is part of a week-long SGMW Aquatic Speed Festival. The Runabout GP1 event is set for a titanic three-way showdown, despite the absence of defending world champion Mattia Fracasso. In an uncanny repeat of last year, Francois Midori once again comes to China with a 21-point lead in the world standings. He blew that lead last year due to technical trouble, handing the 2011 world title to Mattia Fracasso. But this time, with his new Aquabike, he seems determined to leave nothing to chance. First, he has to overcome Italian veteran Lorenzo Benaglia, who's second in the world standings behind Midori, but will have to overcome a 21-point deficit. Just 8 points behind Benaglia in third place is the towering multiple world champion Cyril Lemoine of France. Benaglia nabbed pole position in qualifying, with World Championship frontrunner Midori only managing 9th position due to trouble with his Aquabike's compressor. A good start will be crucial for Midori. The green flag is up on the flying start as the riders reach speeds of 100 kilometers an hour on the start chute as they enter the course. Benaglia has a great start, thundering into the circuit ahead of the field. There's a surprise right off the bat as Chinese rider Fan Zhixiang moves up to take second place ahead of Cyril Lemoine. Benaglia, who finished last year in 4th place in the World Championship, has a dream start, with Midori trailing well behind him. There's a big battle for second place between Cyril Lemoine and Fan Zhixiang. The Chinese rider goes neck and neck with last year's world number 3, but Lemoine turns tight on the inside to secure his position going into the alternate track. As Benaglia exits the alternate track, he looks over his shoulder to keep an eye on Lemoine. Lemoine, in turn, looks back to see if he can spot Midori. Right behind him in a battle for third are Teddy Pons and Jordi Tomas Jimenez. Benaglia closes out the first lap firmly in the lead, with Lemoine in second place, and Teddy Pons getting the better of Jimenez to move into third. Meanwhile, Francois Midori is trying desperately to claw his way up the field as he overtakes Jimenez and then Jean-Marc Duchy, and then sets his sights on number 66, Fan Zhixiang. Zhixiang keeps tight on the inside, but Midori comes flying out of the turn and leaves Zhixiang in his spray on the long top straight toward the alternate track. Teddy Pons is pushing hard on Lemoine, who will now be feeling the heat as the former Carriage champion breathes down his neck. Coming out of the alternate track, Lemoine takes the lead, Benaglia knocked back down to second. Great racing from the 10-time world champion and last year's world number 3, Cyril Lemoine. One thing that literally stands out about Lemoine is his unseated, easygoing, free-flowing style of racing, which has not only won him 10 world titles, but also 12 French titles and 3 European championships. 9 years Lemoine's junior, Midori has been world runner-up the past 2 years, and this is his chance to finally clinch the world championship title. But first he has to catch Benaglia, who may have relinquished the lead, but is far from having given up as he keeps giving chase to Lemoine. Teddy Pons has a tumble and he's out of the race. In the alternate track, Benaglia trying to gain on Lemoine, but the Frenchman is determined, putting in a good race so far. But as he's trying to catch up with Lemoine, Midori is snuck up behind Benaglia, whizzing through the alternate course on the inside track to overtake him and move into second place. Great racing from the Corsican rider on his Sea-Doo RX TX Aquabike. Lemoine does yet another penalty lap, and Midori now within a hair's breadth of catching up with the race leader. Lemoine firmly in Midori's sights, and surely he can't afford to miss any more boys out there if he's to hold off the Midori onslaught. Oh no, he misses the first boy of the alternate track. That means he'll have to do another penalty lap. This is Midori's chance. Cyril Lemoine has to go for the black penalty boy, and that is what Midori was looking for. Midori is in the lead. Midori takes command of the race. What a performance, considering he started in 9th pole position. This is what Midori has been dreaming of for the past 3 years. Finally, he's so close to becoming world champion. With time running out, Lemoine gives it all he's got to try and catch up with Midori. But Midori is just too fast, too good, too everything. He knows he has it now. Francois Midori, 2012 Runabout GP1 World Champion. A brave and gutsy race as always from Cyril Lemoine, runner-up. Benaglia comes third as he congratulates Midori.
Je suis parti de la deuxième ligne. Je suis parti très mal. Je devais être dans les 7e au premier tour.
I had a bad start from 9th position because of a compressor problem in the qualifying. But I'm so happy that I was still able to win the race and the championship.
La course et le championnat, on a rompu le mauvais sort.
Heat 2 as the riders await the green flag. And they're off! Midori is in pole, then Lemoine and Benaglia. Benaglia has a great start again, but so does Midori, as both riders leave Lemoine trailing. Benaglia is first into the circuit. Newly crowned Runabout GP1 World Champion Midori close behind him in second place. While Midori has already secured the title, whoever wins between Benaglia and Lemoine will be world runner-up for 2012. Benaglia emerges from the alternate track in the lead, but with Midori pushing him all the way, just a couple boat lengths behind him. You'd think with the world title secured, Midori would relax, but he looks as hungry and competitive as if this were the first race of the season. In the alternate track, Benaglia is in a slalom showdown against Midori. They're going neck and neck. Midori has it! He overtakes Benaglia on the inside track. Midori has the lead, but Benaglia is not backing down. Look at the pace on Midori's Aquabike. So quick around those turns. Yesterday's loss to Lemoine cut Benaglia's lead down to 5 points in the world standings, so he knows he can't afford to slip up against the Frenchman. Teddy Pons in 4th position behind Lemoine, trying to catch up with his fellow Frenchman. Benaglia racing hard to try and stave off the Lemoine onslaught behind him, giving it his all to also keep within striking distance of Midori. Trouble for Benaglia! His Aquabike has stopped! What a shame for the Italian, as Cyril Lemoine now moves up into second place behind Midori. Benaglia is not happy as the yellow flag is up and he's towed back to the pontoon in a miserable mood. Now about to head into the final lap, the newly crowned world champion is on course for a perfect double heat Grand Prix win here in China. What a way to cap off the year. Lemoine should also be happy with ending the World Championship year in runner-up position ahead of Benaglia, who was unable to finish the race. There he has it! Midori is the Heat 2 and Grand Prix winner in China. Well done to the world champion from Corsica. Cyril Lemoine, a well-deserved runner-up yet again, while Teddy Pons finished third in the race. But the positions were then reversed when Lemoine was penalized a lap for missing a turn mark and failing to immediately take the penalty lap, giving second place to Teddy Pons. The Grand Prix title goes to Francois Midori, Lemoine second, Emmanuel Cantamessa third. The overall standing sees Midori at the top, Lemoine second, Benaglia third.